it's Shani. Welcome back. So, gonna get ready for work. Cause yes, I do work during the holidays. But you know, holidays can be a lovely time. Holidays can be a rough time. And I just washed my face with the Dermalogica special cleansing gel, I think it is. Or whatever it is. I've been using that cleanser forever. And then I put on the Honey Halo moisturizer from Pharmacy. I'm about to put some Vaseline on my lips if I can find it. Ciao. Can I tell you about two foolish people? One of them being me. Listen, I don't hide my ridiculousness. Like, there are 3 stories of shenanigans for me, but I'm probably just gonna tell you one for now. And I'm gonna grab something. I actually ended up getting the Cosmic Beauty mystery box. First of all, this box is amazing. I think I'm gonna keep it. And I've used one thing out of here, and it is one of their cream blushes. And I used it because, listen, it's purple, and I've never used a purple blush. So I'll definitely be sure to use this again. I don't know if I'll do it today. What I don't like about this is that the name of the shade is nowhere on here that I can see. Yeah, that's kind of weird and annoying. But it is on the box. But let me know if you want me to go through it. But I do want to use this eyeshadow palette called Sinister. And here it is. It is a palette for face and eye. And there are some pigments, pressed pigments. Actually, most of the palette is pressed pigments. Except for 6 shades. Let me go ahead and also let me turn this heat off. It's getting a little warm and oh god, you know what? I have to get the heating system. Let's not even talk about it. Here's the palette. Okay, so let me tell you about my ridiculousness. So I decided that I was gonna like look back at my Ring camera, you know, just check out what's happening, what's going on, just review the footage one day. I don't even remember what day it was. And I saw somebody coming up to my door. I'm gonna go in with the Divina Cosmetics Prelusion eyeshadow base. So I'm like, coming up to my door? Like on the video, I saw it was like previously, like recorded. And the person had on like a blue jacket. And I was like, did I order something that needs to be delivered? Because I don't know. And so I'm trying to look closely because I'm like, I don't like people coming to my door like that. If I don't know you're coming, I'm probably not going to answer the door. I'm either going to pretend I'm not here while I look at you through the Ring camera, or I'm going to talk to you through the Ring camera. Like the other day, somebody came to the door talking about he was doing food deliveries, but he had extra meat left over and how I could get some of the chicken and fish if I took some of the beef. I'm sorry, sir. I don't know you from a can of paint. I am not about to get some like back of the truck meat. I don't know you. I don't know where this meat done came from. You just knocked on my door. Why? I don't know. But I'm trying to figure out, I don't know you like that. Why are you trying to give me, and are you giving it to me or are you selling it to me? And see, that would be the whole thing. Once the ambulance came because I had been poisoned, they would be like, what did you eat? I don't know, some meat from the back of somebody's truck. And if you ever have food poisoning, when I tell you it's not a fun time. So, you know, people be coming to the door and I'm just like, because I think first he was like, because I answered through the ring door and he was doorbell and he was like, oh, can I speak to the person who's responsible for the groceries? I'm like, speaking. I wonder how many people took him up on that chicken and fish. And the beef. Like, you had to take the beef in order to get the chicken and fish. I'm sorry. Go donate it to like a shelter so they can cook it up and everything. What I'm about to do with this? Anyway, girl. So that's besides the point. So I am looking at the Ring camera like, who the hell is coming to or came to my door early in the morning? Because I was not aware of it. Child, I looked closer. You know who it was? Me. It was me. It was me. This girl right here. This guy. I had gone out to throw the garbage away. I'm going to go in with this shade Sinister, which is the namesake of the palette. Or I think I'm actually going to go into this. Is that Warning? Yeah, let's see that. John, when I tell you it was me, and see, here's the thing. I had gotten a new coat, like a winter coat, because the ones I've had forever, and they no longer zip up over my breasts. So I did not recognize that it was me until my bold face looked in the camera. And I'm sitting here looking at the video on my phone, and I immediately went and took a nap because I was like, obviously, I'm not okay. That's obvious because I'm not even going to ask you if you've done that before. I'm not even going to ask you. I'm just going to assume that you have because y'all not going to leave me out here by myself with the ridiculousness. You're not. You're not. So... can't believe we all did that. Not to mention, I guess I'm gonna just tell you the other stories. Not to mention, the other day, I went to my office, the office I've had for 7 years, and I was pushing a pull door. And I'm sitting there like, is it locked? Like, why is the door not working? I'm like, I could usually like open it. Mind you, the security guy, you know, the little front desk concierge is sitting there staring at me. You can't come open the door, sir. He was probably like, you're literally here every day. What are you doing? So I finally managed to figure out the door that I've been using for almost a decade and managed to get to my office. But that's not it. This is all within the span of a week. The other day, I was scheduled to go get my mammogram. I hope you're getting yours regularly. And I was like, bet. I like to do the morning appointments because you're not supposed to have on lotions and deodorants and stuff. I'm not doing that later in the day. Like, let's start it off so I can go back home and take a shower and put on my accoutrement on, right? So I'm like, I always get the earliest appointment. I'm driving. I'm following the GPS. And I'm like, I went to the place before. I'm like, this seems a lot further than I thought. I thought it was like 15 minutes, but it's saying it's going to take me like 30. So I'm like, okay, I'm just drive. I'm just follow the GPS. And you know, it's in like it's like a radiology center. So it's in like one of those, what are they called? Like, just like a bunch of business buildings or whatever. Not like shopping centers, but like a whole bunch of like doctor's offices, right? And so, why is that way over there? I'm not reaching way over there. I am just driving. I'm like, this doesn't look like I'm supposed to be going this way. But I'm going to go anyway. Yes, I'm one of those people. You know how they're like, oh, if the GPS tells you to drive off a cliff, I might. Okay? I'll be like, oh, I think it's this way. Okay, I think I will now go into Sinister and Menacing, both shimmers. So I'm driving and I end up in like a residential area, and I'm like, is the place inside of a house? I don't remember it being inside of a house. And I'm looking at the GPS. I'm like, this is the right address, but why am I in front of somebody's house and the kids coming out to get in the bus? I was at the right address. I was in the wrong city. So I called them, because at this point, it's the time of my appointment. And I'm like, hi, I'm supposed to be there right now. But I mixed up addresses, and I'm not at the right place. And she was like, oh, well, we could see if there's another center around you. And I was like, no, I'm in a totally different city. Okay. And y'all are 45 minutes away from me now, because remember, it was 30 minutes away from my house. So then going back to the place, which was 15 minutes away from my house, it would take 45 minutes. So I went home. I rescheduled. I'm going to go at the end of the week. That is what happens for me. This is my life. This is what happens. Who's surprised? No one. I mean, the span of a week is saying something, but like, can I get it together? But you know what? None of these were purposeful. But I do have a story where somebody does something foolish and it is purposeful, So I was reading the news, and there is this 44-year-old lady. I'm not even gonna give her name. I'm just let's call her Carla. I don't know why. That's just the name that comes to mind first. Carla, 44, is suing her parents. I think they're like 80 and 70. So, they're older folks, right? She's suing them for a good amount of money. Let me tell you, a good amount of money. I gotta go ahead and pull it up because she is big, bad, and bold. Big, bad, and bold. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Okay. She's in California. I hate that for us Californians. She is suing her own parents for $2 million because she blames her parents for ugly jeans. And I'm not talking about a pair of denim. I'm talking about, she said that her jeans, G-E-N-E-S, are ugly and were passed on from her parents. So Carla, she believes her parents are fully responsible for her unpleasant physical features, which have led to her 3 divorces and a succession of depressions and psychological troubles. Oh, you're troubled, for sure. You're for sure troubled, babes. I'm going to go into the shade Void. What is this? What is that? Is that what is that? That's some kind of weird gloss. Oh, it's a cream eyeshadow. Oh. Well, that's special. This one is a cream. I'm definitely going to have to use that. It's like clear. Oh, it's called Ghost. Okay. It has its own little, like, cover. Anyway, I need to hurry up. So, Carla, I don't know who advised her on this. Again, listen, we really need to get it together and find some sort of lawsuit that we could all be in on. Here's what she says. Both of my parents are so damn ugly. It is simply cruel to have had kids. There is no way they should have been allowed to reproduce themselves. There should be government programs to sterilize ugly people, or at least make it impossible for them to have kids. So her dad is 82 and her mother is 76. She blames her parents for a whole bunch of divorces. She's had 3 divorces. Done got married 3 times. During my first divorce, my ex-husband told the judge that every morning he saw my face, he felt nauseous and often had to run to the bathroom and puke. My last husband was technically blind, but regained 40% of his sight after a successful eye surgery. He divorced me the next week. She plans on starting an association for people who have had similar problems and wish to sue their ugly parents. Child. I don't see a picture of her parents. I see a picture of her, and arguably she might have a boy. But, I mean, she's not, like, I don't know what she's talking about. She's talking about she's making it seem like she look like Quasimodo or something. She's just like, you regular old lady. Put your hair back and maybe, you could bring out your face a little bit more. But, I wish somebody would. Could you imagine your child is like, bitch, you so damn ugly. I can't believe you created this. Because this is not ugly. Like, what? I'm sorry. Imagine being like served these papers and you're looking like, who the hell is suing me? And you looking, it's your daggone daughter, Carla. What she suing us for? She's suing you because you ugly. You G-L-Y, you ain't got no alibi, you ugly. Yeah, you ugly. Remember that? Girl, when I read that, I'm like, Carla, you have absolute nerve, ma'am. You have absolute nerve. How dare you? First of all, you are taking no responsibility for these divorces. I mean, maybe they're no-fault divorces. I don't know. But I know what you're not gonna do is blame me for it. And I don't know what was going on with your husbands. It could be that they weren't even tripping about how you were looking. Like, they had to have known how you looked. Well, except for the guy who was legally blind. But they had to have known how you looked when they married you. Maybe what it is your, like, attitude is real ugly. Cause Carla. She's like, I don't know why these relationships don't be working. And I'm not saying that her husbands weren't trash. I don't know. Maybe they were. Probably they were. But I do know that she's a fool. Child, when I tell you I wouldn't talk to that woman if she came up to me in the street, I'm like, obviously, boo-boo, the relationship is over with your parentals. No, like, for real, okay? How dare she? How dare she? Could you imagine, like, why y'all going to court? My daughter's suing us because she's ugly and she blames us for it. Like, I don't even know that it's her face that's ugly, because I have seen some arguably unattractive people be in some very healthy, happy relationships. Okay? For real. Like, I think it's her attitude that's ugly. And people are just like, I'm over it. I'm not going to deal with you no more. Like, I'm just done. I'm done. Maybe you don't smell fresh. And that's why when he wake up in the morning, I don't know. I just feel like, is that what they said? Is that what they said? That you're ugly and I don't want to be with you anymore? Like, I just like, why did y'all get married? Why did y'all get married? Was it a... Like, you really over here trying to blame anybody but anybody else for this divorce. Maybe it's because the person wanted to divorce you. I don't know. I do know that I don't think it's your parents' fault. Imagine that. Imagine you talking about, I'm ugly. It's my parents' fault. I'm about to join this group of other ugly people. And we're going to go ahead and talk about how they ruin our lives because we ugly. Girl, bye-bye. Don't even. You are not invited anymore to any of these holidays. Like, and I'm wondering, is she their only child? They could probably countersue and be like, bitch, you ugly as hell. We didn't expect that. We did not expect it. And you over here, you came out with the worst of our qualities. Shoot. You ugly right back, baby. I wish somebody would. Could you imagine? Could you imagine that your child is like, you done did me wrong? I would countersue her behind. I would countersue her. You're like, it's been 44 years of looking at your ugly face. You embarrassing us because this is not the best of our genes coming together. Oh, I would come back at her so damn hard. You started it. You started it, ma'am. Okay? You started it. I'm going to finish it. I wish you would. And these people are 82 and 76. They don't have time. You just decided? You just decided that they ugly. You just decided. Where that lipstick I just had? She make me mad. Carla is shady boots, okay? Janky behind. I mean, obviously they passed on their foolishness too, if that's the case. Cause you know, who is her lawyer? Try 2 minutes. Who is her lawyer? I mean, I'm hoping this gets thrown out because, come on. Like, Carla, we gonna throw this out, baby, because, try 1 minute. What else do I need to do? I would not talk to that woman. Like, I know you did not. Like, how about you're embarrassing us because you ugly? Talking about I'm ugly and I pass it on to you. Oh, shoot. Where are my earrings? I wanted to show y'all my earrings. They're very special. Okay. Oh, here they are. So these earrings were made for me, custom made by Rachie, one of Jan's babies. My niece, I mean, and I have to wear them. And apparently Jan has a matching pair, but all I care about is my pair. Look at these, though. Aren't they cute? Okay, child, I gotta go. Anyway, let me know what you think about these stories, my shenanigans, but really tell me what you think about Corla. We can continue talking about her in another video if you would like. I hope that some of this was helpful, and I also hope that you are continuing to take care of yourself. I would love it if you liked the video, and I would love it even more if you subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.